Hi Aries, welcome to your July New Love Tarot reading. So Aries, we're going to be looking at what kind of new love may be coming your way. Now do keep this in mind that I keep this open to past, present, and future, but it's not about exes or someone you've already had a relationship with. It could be a missed opportunity, somebody you lost contact with, whether it's a friend or something like that. This also could be like a new crush. Maybe you just met somebody and you're dating and you just started dating. You're going on your first date. You've dated a couple times. You want to know, is this the one? Is this it? It could be a crush you have, or someone has a crush on you, someone you know, never been romantically involved with. So please do keep that in mind. All right, Aries. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Heavy placements, cross watchers, male or female, general collective reading. So we have the romance angels here. So I'm going to get your opening messages with this deck, and then we'll jump into your reading. But welcome in, Aries. Welcome in. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. If you are new or returning, welcome in, and thank you. My name is Mary, and this is Sunlight Insight Tarot. All right, Aries, so let's see what we have. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And release your ex. This time, the time has come to clear your energy. So right away when I get that, I'm like, okay, it's not about exes, but I do feel like this is a newer connection. And maybe there's been a little bit of a disconnection lately. So if you've dated a couple times and you felt like things were going really good, or you just met this person and you're feeling like, okay, there's a connection happening here. You know, we have some chemistry, there's some flirting going on. You know, I feel like something may happen. We may start dating. It looks like it's going down that road. And then all of a sudden, because we have worth waiting for, things kind of halted a little bit. But maybe somebody was going through, especially if you don't really know this person all that well, they could have been going through something, you know, with their family. But it looks like someone here is ready to have a heart-to-heart conversation and truly express to you how they're feeling about you and, you know, wanting to pursue you. So it does feel like somebody new in your life that definitely looks like it's going to go down the road of romance, and maybe things got a little confusing in some way, shape, or form. But I think, you know, the conversation's coming in about romance and moving it forward in that direction. So Aries, let's see what we have for you. So we have the Sun and Moon Tarot. So we're going to do your reading with this deck, and then to close it out, we have the Journey of Love Oracle. I don't usually use that for a closing deck, but I think I'm going to do that this time. We'll get some of those at the end for you as well. So tell me about this energy for Aries, new love. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? All right, Aries, let's see. Let's see. Three of Pentacles. Yes, something was building, because the Three of Pentacles for me is building, growth, expansion. Ace of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. King of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. So this person or one of you could be maybe newly divorced or was divorced in the past. Sword people can be divorced, widowed, been through some things, challenges, because I kind of see the Ten of Pentacles can indicate commitment, marriage, blah, 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 longevity, prosperity, commitment, and I see someone moving away from that. So if, say, this person has only been single for a while, they may have had something that have come up regarding maybe their recent past that they kind of had to deal with, and that's why we kind of have the Seven of Pentacles here, which feels like a little bit of a stagnation, like what happened here. But we have the Three of Pentacles, so there's something definitely that was building momentum. I'm kind of feeling here between the two of you. It may have been a little bit slow, but we have the Ace of Swords with it, which is universe from clarity from the universe, truth, clarity, communication. So I do feel like this person's going to be very, very clear with you. The King of Swords too is someone who does communicate very clearly. Now this King of Swords may or may not be them. Maybe it's you, or it doesn't have to be. Can be somebody in law enforcement, military, education, medical, communications. I feel like I'm missing one of some kind. Did I say education? Doesn't have to be though. Take it out. Resonates. Let's see what's on the bottom. Yeah, Page of Swords. So maybe, you know, you could be looking at their social media, seeing what they're doing, what they're up to. They could be doing the same thing. King of Wands does take the lead. This could be a business owner, entrepreneur, leader, someone creative, artistic, intuitive, spiritual, inspirational as well. And the Eight of Pentacles. Could be somebody that you somehow worked with or around or on something with at one point in some way, if that makes sense. The Eight of Pentacles here. And whenever I get this in a love reading, this is telling me that something could work here between the two of you. All right, so let's see for this new love reading for Aries. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know for Aries? Now, it's funny that we do have Release Your Ex here. So I kind of forgot about this as I was reading this. So somebody may have had something resurface with an ex that they had to deal with. Could be legalities or other things as well. Definitely somebody could be divorced here, right? It's not a bad thing. You know, I'm divorced. It's not a bad thing, really. Many people are divorced. But let's see. Because I kind of see that King of Swords moving away from the Ten of Pentacles. But like I said, I feel like this is, please listen, I'm getting someone who's just tuning into this point and they're confused about this being a new love reading. You need to listen to the entire thing from the start. You don't like Oracle, that's your problem. You have to listen to how I describe what the reading's going to be, what I'm going to do, the whole thing before you ask questions. I just have to put that out there because I get people that ask questions and it's like, well, if you watch the whole reading from start to finish, all your questions would be answered. It's not a private reading, so don't ask me about your private situation because I do so many readings that I don't even remember what I read in a reading. And to ask me in that specific reading if it pertains to you, is this going to happen? Is that going to happen on a personal level? I don't know. I don't know. When I get done this, I write down some keynotes for a title, then I totally forget what the reading was about. Would actually have to go back and rewatch a whole reading every time somebody asks me a question. So don't ask your tarot readers personal questions on a reading. They're not going to remember what they read. It's just that simple. It's not a private reading, you know. I'm sorry I went on that tangent, but I just felt like I had to put that out there. All right. Okay. You know, and I work a full-time job too. I don't have time to answer personal questions in the comments, you know. And I don't offer private readings right now because I work a full-time job. And I do 7 readings a month times 12. So you do the math. How many readings is that a month with a full-time job? So I barely have time to breathe. So, okay, Aries. So, all right. So I feel like this is a newer connection. It was starting to develop. Feelings were being felt. There was flirting. There was chemistry. Looked like things were going to start to pick up and lead into dating and that kind of energy. Then things halted, right? And there's a little confusion about that. So obviously you don't know this person well enough to know their personal situation, right? But I feel like here there's going to be some communication coming in. So let's just see what else we need to know from Aries. Death, rebirth. Yeah, somebody here went through some sort of ending. Could have been a literal passing of somebody. Let's keep going. King of Wands does take the lead. Page of Swords. Again, with that kind of spying on each other. Page of Cups reverse. So I don't think the romantic full swing has taken place yet. You know what I mean? With the Page of Cups reverse. Justice. Wow. Somebody could be going through a lot of legalities, either through somebody's passing or they've been through an ending here and they're, you know, I feel like it's been an ending, but some other legal issue may have come up or something like that, or somebody causing trouble. But I do like justice here because that is getting what we deserve. Universal law and order, things meant to be, you know, kind of energy. Soul contracts, past lives. getting what we deserve. So we have Libra, Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. A lot of energy here. And, you know, with the signs, did I mention that? I don't remember. It could be signs of chart people dealing with. If some signs don't resonate, it's totally fine. You can disregard them. Doesn't mean it's not your reading. I feel like if this is someone newer, you may not even know their sign yet. Or you may just know their star sign, sun sign, you know, their main sign. Star. Funny. Anyway, yeah, the star. So, star, temperance, strength. Oh my goodness. This is like star-crossed lovers here. Star-crossed connections, serendipity, alignment of soulmates, things meant to be. Wish dream come true. And somebody's overcoming something. But this is developing of the strong connection between you, right? And I feel like you felt that. Strong overcoming, strong, courageous, and brave, taking the lead. The strong connection, soul contracts, past lives. Wow. Okay. All right, Aries. So let's see. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? And, you know, the Page of Swords can be about the communication coming in as well. So what's going to happen in this new connection for Aries? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Ten of Cups reverse. So somebody's not going through a happy situation, especially if there was a passing. I mean, that Ten of Cups reverse is on the Death card. So, Nine of Pentacles. Somebody is single, though. I'm getting both single energies, right? Emperor. Again, could be a business owner, entrepreneur, leader, some way, shape, or form. Moon. So there's a lot of things this person's going through that you don't know. Or there's something big they're going through that you don't know. And that's why you feel like the connection that was happening kind of came to a standstill a little bit, right? But there's a return with the Six of Cups. So this new person is going to return, right? Taking the lead. Very single. There's a lot you don't know about an unhappy circumstance they're going through, right? I don't think they have fear or anything like that with the moon. It's just the unseen and things we don't know, right? So we have Pisces, Aries. This is your energy, Aries. That's your energy. Temperance, Magician, Ace of Wands. So yeah, there's a soulmate connection again. A new beginning, manifesting an exciting new beginning, right? So we do have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, which could be saying that things are going to start to speed up between the two of you, right? Because that's the slowest becoming the fastest. So tell me more about this Emperor for Aries. Divine energy, divine masculine, females can be masculine, you know, so take it how it resonates. All right. Aries. Three of Swords reverse. So, you know, if we were feeling a little disappointed that, okay, maybe nothing's going to happen here, that's no more feeling that way. Knight of Wands, someone's going after what they want. Fiery, passionate, determined, go-getter. Not always a player for me. Two of Pentacles, where things seemed a little bit up in the air. Change, things are going to change. Four of Swords, it's been that little kind of like standstill energy. Like, I don't know what's going to happen here. Knight of Pentacles reverse. Okay, so there it is again. So that's the slowest night becoming the fastest night. Things changing quickly. So this person coming around, the change is happening quickly. We have Taurus and Sag showing up. So they're still fiery about this. Just something came up for them, right? Maybe they told you a little bit, but not a lot. Or if it was so new, they may be like, well, what do I tell Aries? I'm just going to kind of go deal with this, right? But there is love developing here. A strong love. A strong love. Yeah, so they had to turn their back a little bit here, right? And there's a little disconnection, but there's a reuniting, dating, picking back up where you left off. So there is dating on the horizon, even if you haven't even gone on a first date yet, but you felt like, I definitely feel like you felt like it was heading in that direction, right? All right, so into one more row with clarifiers, Aries, see what else you need to know. Then we'll jump into the Journey of Love Oracle, and we'll pull some of those as well. All right, Aries. But if it does resonate, please do like, comment, all the good things. Be greatly appreciated. One more row with clarifiers for Aries. 8 of Wands. There's Cupid's arrows, communication coming in, action. 8 of Swords reverse. So this person no longer stuck in a situation or whatever the case may be. It's reverse. Exciting new beginning. Ace of Wands. Chariot reverse. This person coming back around, right? 10 of Swords. Yeah, so they completed something in their life, right? It was a hard situation that's come to an end for them. They had to go deal with. But the communication's coming back around. Exciting times ahead. Again with the return. You know, no more feeling that distant blocked energy of things just stopped, like what happened. And it's funny, we've got healing family issues with this. So, you know, it could be both. It could be maybe something happening in their family and there was a lot of healing. Something surfaced with an ex or something, and all these things happened at once, which caused like a lot of problems for this person. So let's see, we got Cancer showing up. Either or, both, whatever, how it resonates. Let's see. The World. Could be a little bit of distance, traveling, moving, relocating, but also endings and new beginnings, the new cycle starting. 2 of Swords. Yeah, there's that little block, like, I don't know, kind of energy. King of Pentacles, though. Very stable, grounded. They could work at finances, sales of some sort. What's next? Temperance. Yeah, there is a soulmate connection here. You know, someone very into morals, traditions, values, standards, nobility, stability, foundation, wise, practical, smart, honest, loyal, very successful. This person could be just wealthy and successful. 6 of Wands. And that could be the offer coming through too. Usually you see the offer on the wand. Fool. So here they come. Could be happening right now. Fresh, clean slate, start, energetic reset, no baggage, a new beginning, big changes with the Tower coming in, right? These are my 2 right now cards in the Tower, the 2 Aries. 4 of Cups. So not knowing, you know, what's happening here, but then it's fate, destiny, divine timing, things moving forward in a positive way, things meant to be. And there's the Star, again, divinely guided energy, things meant to be, healing. There's love here with the Queen of Cups, right? This is Aquarius energy. So Aries, I just feel like they had a little sidetrack disruption going on in their life, and that's why you felt like, okay, what happened here? They're coming back around to pursue you romantically, definitely. This new connection definitely looks like it's going to turn into a very strong new love for you. Okay, so let's get some Journey of Love Oracle cards and see what else you need to know. Also, everything else you need to know is down below in the description box, right after the title where it says more. Click it a couple times, it'll drop down. Everything you need is there. All the info about me, the channel, the reading, links to everything, my other channels, it's all down there. All right. Aries, let's see. Burning Hero. So we have 3. 3, growth, expansion, building, rebuilding. All right, let's see. I may read a little bit from the book with these cards. Fire and ice. So we have 3710. So we have burning and fire and then ice. So yeah, this definitely felt like it was getting hot. Like it was going to start moving in a very direct direction, I guess you should say, where it was getting intense and then you felt like everything kind of went kind of cold, right? Burning Hero. So maybe they're the ones that had to go contend with situations here and resolve them. So in a way, being the hero. The Ancient Ones. We have 52, which is 7. Divinely guided spiritual energy can be a little challenging. Now, the Ancient Ones definitely can be our ancestors, you know, gods, goddesses, angels, archangels, guardian angels, all that kind of energy. A lot of wise knowledge, downloads. This could be a past life connection as well. I do feel like you have energetic protection around this too in this connection, because we had a lot of cards show, you know, strength, temperance, a lot of good energy around this. the breaking. So we have 65, which is 11, which is 1. Ones are about new beginnings. Well, you wouldn't reduce it, but ones are about new beginnings. So there's a breaking point here. So I do believe this person, you know, they're coming to the breaking point where things are resolving for them. And it's going to be the breaking point in your connection finally getting underway is what I feel here, Aries. All right, Aries, I hope that made sense. But anyway, that's what I have for you. So I hope it helped, it resonated. Again, everything you need to know is down below. I am wishing you the best, and I shall see you next time.